Good morning, welcome to Spicy, Saucy, Homegrown Allotment Edition. Today we're going to have a bit of a general kind of clean up around the allotment. We're going to start off with the tomatoes. We've got some bindweed growing through, so what we're going to do is just literally pull that out by the root, put it in a bag because we don't want to compost that. So yeah, we're going to go through, work through all our beds and get going. So I've got my little yoga mat, so I can get here, some little pruning shears, and I'm literally going to go through and start pulling out bits of bindweed, just tidy up the beds, make sure there's none growing up on the tomatoes. We've got a real problem down here with bindweed. I've sprayed a lot of the other one I can, but I can't really spray these ones in here. Pull everything out, try and just keep the bed tidy. And I don't know if you can see here, we've got some beautiful tomatoes growing here. These are like a beefsteak variety, kind of big, bumpy ones. Looking forward to eating them. You can see just got the bindweed growing through. Pull it out as best as you can. Try and get the root. It's quite hard to do that sometimes. Sometimes it snaps off, but there we go. We've got a good root on that one. And another one. The trouble is, even if you leave the slightest bit in there, it comes back. So at the minute, just managing what we can until we've cleared the beds, and we can give them a good spray down, hopefully get rid of it for good, and then we can put some manure down and cover up these beds for the winter. I've got rid of most of the little bindweed now. Just going to do the small annoying weeds with a hoe. Not trying to remove everything, just cut them off so they die. Keep the bed nice and clean. And then we have it. Let's just tidy that side up. A treat. Right, we just finished hoeing off this bed. As you can see, this is the chocolate cherry tomato. It is 6 foot, over 6 foot tall now. It's leaning a bit on the trellis, but I'm 6'6", so we're right up there. As you can see, it's got some beautiful tomatoes coming on. So many trusses. I'm unsure whether I should cut some off because there's so many. And people say, oh, it won't. But these ones are nearly ripe. They're nearly ripe. So I think I'm going to just take the ripe ones off when they're ripe. Right, over on this bed, we've had some tomatoes that were donated to us from one of our allotment neighbours. Got quite a few different types. We've got Black Beauty, Tigerilla. The names are all in sticks, but yet again we're getting bindweed in here, so we're going to have one that needs staking as well. I'm not going to build a trellis on this one because I just put these down as a last minute, but let's get some of this bindweed out. various other weeds in here as well. But I don't want that bindweed climbing up my plants and suffocating them. Just going to hoe a little bit out. Now, I've only got a couple of bamboo stakes, so that one's leaning over. I'm gonna get I've got a spare bamboo cane I had. Just gonna put this in next to it. And just using some tomato clips on here that I use on the string. I'll clip these on. Oh, and I hadn't even noticed we've got some little tomatoes growing on here, which is good to see. I'm not sure how big these plants are going to get. They're quite small compared to our other ones, so it'd be nice just to perhaps save some of these for seeds next year. Right, that's that bed cleared, and we staked up the tomatoes that need it. Get some more bamboo canes at the weekend so we can stake the others. Now we're going to tackle this one. It's not so bad, but let's get going. Right, that's this one done. That's all 3 tomato beds outside done. So let's take a look at the pumpkin patch now. Some really good stuff going on there. To the right of me, we have our pumpkin patch. The pumpkins grow a lot bigger than I knew. So we've got a small zombie one, which we're trellising up. We're around about 4.5 foot up now. 2 of those. You can see we've got some fruits growing. This one here starting to get that signature lumpy, bumpy zombie pumpkin look. So excited to see these start changing colour. So, I mean, I can see 3, 4, and I believe there's a couple more. As for the jack-o'-lanterns, you can see we're starting to get some good fruits here. And one I discovered the other day, didn't even know, well, there's 2 actually. I discovered this one, and then there is this one. This one is probably the size of an American football at the minute, so pretty big. And I've just stopped the runners going everywhere. 4, 5, 6. Where are the others? 7, 8. I believe we've got 10 fruit on the big pumpkins. So stop it spreading across the whole allotment, what I've done is just trimmed off all the shoots. So now it's focusing on growing the fruit. As you can see, they're just starting and they're growing more and more. So make sure these are really well watered and fed, and hopefully we're going to have some big pumpkins for Halloween. As you can see, the pumpkins are going really good. See, we've got them growing up. Even the little one we thought was dying is starting to come through. So it's come through, we're going back up there, and this bay is completely covered. It's full of wildlife, bees pollinating the flowers. Really happy with this bed. Looking like we're going to have some good pumpkin harvest this year. Boys are going to be really happy. So we've got lots of pumpkins to carve and paint. And our sunflower in the middle is looking good. So we've got one head. I didn't know sunflowers had more than one head, but as you can see, we've got one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new heads popping up, which really exciting. The boys like a sunflower, and perhaps we can get some seeds out of this for next year to plant our sunflower seeds. So now, let's take a walk up there and we'll go and have a look at the corn. So here we have our corn patch. Got a bit of the bindweed and some weed going on. So what we're going to do is just give it a little scrape down, hoe down, get rid of this so it's not climbing up our corn. It's in a box, it's quite easy. We can just scrape along, take everything out and not be worried about hitting the corn. It's not planted in an odd formation. It's a little bit more, and we've tackled the majority of the weeding in the corn. Never grown sweet corn before, and we had 2 types, but what I didn't know was they pollinate themselves. So it all comes down from the ears, the little furry bit pollinates the kernels. So the chances are, planted like this, it's all going to be a giant mix. So we're going to have the Fiesta colourful corn, the normal plain corn is probably going to end up colourful as well. We're just going to have lots of colourful sweet corn hopefully, which is good. The boys are excited for that one. I'm excited for that. I've never tried colourful corn, and it's going to be good to have it so fresh. We can literally take it off here and barbecue it straight away. I'm really looking forward to that one, and when we do that, I'll make sure you see it. So these are the super hots. They are starting to bush up a lot. Here we go, we got our 7-pot orange here, which we've also got this up in the auto pot. So let's have a look quickly. The 7-pot orange is at the back there. And I believe the one in the manual pot is looking a bit bigger than this, which is good. Then we've got our Reaper and our Scorpion here. Let's have a look. So we've got 2 Reapers. This one here, which is looking good, starting to flower. Another one at the back, starting to flower. The Scorpion's probably about the same as that, but I believe the Reapers are doing better here. The Scotch bonnets, they are looking really good. Really, really good. Nice and bushy. This one here has got a little tiny pod on it. Our peri-peris, they're good. The cayennes are looking lovely. We've got a couple of fruits growing. Here's one, and got another on here, and another here for me. So we've got some fruits coming on the cayennes. More homemade buffalo, can't wait for that. The jalapenos are doing nice. I think it might be time for a repot on them soon. The big one at the back, can't see any pods on there yet. But then we've got the Apache, which we've got some fruits on there, probably 6 or 7. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. And what happens in the season between the auto pots and the standard pots. Let's see what comes out better. I started these with the auto pot nutrient, When that runs out, I've got another one which I've been using for the hydroponics at home. So when I switch to that, I wonder if we will see a bit more growth. Right, and that concludes our allotment tour for today. It's 28 degrees outside, must be high 30s inside this polytunnel. All the plants though are loving it. The chilies are thriving, the tomatoes here are thriving. Really exciting seeing some fruit on the flowers. So yeah, definitely keeping me motivated and going in this hot weather. So if you haven't already, please make sure you like and subscribe. I want to see if we can hit our target of a year's worth of hot sauce and a year's worth of pizza sauce. The hot sauce I'm a bit more confident with, but the pizza, that's going to be a difficult one. So make sure you like and subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you later.